Thank you so much, Samir sir, for your opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, here I would like to recite a beautiful mantra from Taittiriya Upanishad Shikshavali, which says, Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava, and Acharya Devo Bhava. For us, our mother, our father, and our guests, they are equivalent to God. And for us, our gurus, our mentors, our teachers, our guides are torchbearer of our life. As we all know, Scotch India Law Forum features India Law Awards to honor stalwarts from the field. This year's Scotch India Law Forum Lifetime Achievement Award is conferred on Justice Chittatosh Mookerjee, former Chief Justice, Calcutta and Bombay High Court. We can have a huge round of applause for him. Ladies and gentlemen, grandson of legendary Sir Ashutosh Mookerjee, Justice Chittatosh Mookerjee is the true torchbearer of this great legacy. He started the general practice of law in 1953 at Calcutta High Court, and his work was marked for its quality and volume. When he was elevated to bench, he had an unbelievable large number, about 3,000 briefs, which was a record by any reckoning. His crisp and lucid judgments covered the entire spectrum of law, shedding lambent light on many ticklish legal issues. No filigree or ornamentation. He left out all unnecessary details with an uncanny sense went to the hub of the matter. He headed the Kaveri River Water Dispute Tribunal and made an unconventional but efficacious interim order directing release of water by Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. He was the first chairman of West Bengal Human Rights Commission and did exemplary work to prevent and punish violation of human rights and transform constitutional phrase into a reality. His contribution is diverse, field of endeavor have been splendid. Contact him with make one grow. Interaction with him keeps one faculties sharp, and knowledge to him is the bread of life. It is given to a very few to be a legend in one's lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, Justice Chittatosh Mookerjee belonged to that select class.
A legend you witnessed during India's independence, who inspired the growth of this young nation and whose vision will guide the Indian judiciary for decades. Justice Chittatosh Mookerjee was born in Calcutta on the 1st of January 1929. As the grandson of the legendary Sir Ashutosh Mookerjee and the youngest son of Justice Ramaprasad Mookerjee and Srimati Tara Devi. He had his schooling at Mitra Institution in Bhawanipur and did his Masters in Economics from Presidency College, Calcutta. His exemplary career in the judiciary is irreplaceable. From historic judgments to imbibing strong values, his life is worth emulating for us Indians. As a true leader of nation building, his contributions to the Indian judiciary will always be revered and celebrated by future generations.
I would say that a perfect gentleman, a perfect Bangali Bhadralok.
He is a man who is very universal and versatile.
He was to us not only a judge, but a very kind and benevolent teacher.
Because he was deeply involved in such social issues. So he made democratic issues, issues about human rights.
He had a rich legacy. As you know that his grandfather, late Justice Ashutosh Mookerjee, was the acting Chief Justice. And his father, Ramaprasad Mookerjee, was also the acting Chief Justice in 1956.
Thereafter, Justice Mookerjee, being a worthier son and a grandson of these two stalwarts, became the Chief Justice.
When I entered the school, I had quite grown up. There was the Second World War started. Many from Calcutta shifted. They called it evacuation. We shifted we had a country house in Bihar. I was not very serious about the intermediate exam, but I got a first division. So that prompted me to take up economics as my honors. And the result was, and now I confess, I found rather difficult to cope with. So my uncle by that time, he was here and I joined him. And I started reading law seriously. So therefore I got first class in all the 3 exams of the law. And I could get a job as a lecturer, first as a tutor, and that set me on the legal course.
He can articulate things very well, whatever he has read when he gives a speech.
That I acquired in the law college. Therefore, by the time I joined the legal profession, I had fair knowledge of some of the legal principles. My uncle became a minister, the first cabinet from 15th August onwards. He also wanted the whole family to go. He took the entire family.
And when we asked him that what was his experience of the 1947 15th August, he was in the parliament. He heard tryst with destiny.
We made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes.
Of 14th of August, before midnight, it was about 10 o'clock we went. And we could see Pandit Nehru making that famous midnight speech. The titans or the great lawyers, Rajendra Prasad is seated. Chittatosh Kripalini started the proceedings by singing Vande Mataram first.
It was Dr. Shyama Prasad Mookerjee who first introduced convocation address to be given in Bengali.
Coming back to 15th of August, Jawaharlal Nehru, he came in an open coach with Lady Mountbatten. The flag was hoisted by Jawaharlal Nehru, and in a very grand style with Lady Mountbatten left the place in that coach. And in the evening again, there was a reception given in the Viceregal Lodge. I still recollect. Lord Mountbatten is resplendent in that admiral dress, Lady Mountbatten and Jawaharlal Nehru. All 3 of them shook hands, but then each one of us, including us, passed by their side and shook their hands and came back.
He joined the bar, I think, in 1953.
And interestingly, he had a very peculiar memory. He even could tell somebody that, I know that lawyer is sitting in that particular room. Go and you'll find him there. He must be chatting.
While at the bar, we did a lot of things. I mean, mischief, if I may put it that way, pulling legs of others. Of course, I mean, if you have nothing else to do, you indulge in all kinds of these things. That we did.
Justice D.N. Sinha asked him that, I want to offer you judgeship. I want you to become a judge. What is your age? Justice Mookerjee said, I am only 39, sir.
Chief Justice himself said so. And then he, objection himself had withdrawn.
But the following day, Justice D.N. Sinha again called him and said that, I offer you judgeship, I want you to become a judge.
He must have consulted his brother judges, some of them, who might have advised them. But one saying goes round, even today, which is true, catch them young.
He was sitting in courtroom number 1. Some matters were called and the appellant were not represented, the respondents are being represented. So the learned lawyer for the respondent said that, my lord, they are not appearing, better dismiss this matter.
I used to put each one of them questions and he would insist on the junior ones, go back, read the law, then come back and argue.
He said, it is very easy to dismiss. They are not realizing that they have joined the profession, how much a brief would cost them.
That said we sort of a headmaster's role, but they felt at the end very affectionate and forgiving. Seniors shunned my court very often because I was more a hard taskmaster for them.
He was also one of the first pioneering Chief Justices who played a very important role in ensuring the purity in the stream of administration of justice.
So suddenly I was asked to go to Bombay High Court. So I went. The Chief Secretary came to see me the very next day. He said, sir, you would be Chief Justice sworn in for one day and then next day you are going to be the governor. I felt rather embarrassed that I'm a stranger in the High Court itself, then I have to occupy the Raj Bhavan. I mean, surprisingly, governor of Bombay. I became the Goa governor at the same time. And also the Union territories were with Goa at that time, Daman and Diu.
And there he earned a very good name for his even-handed manner of doing justice in a fair and transparent way.
Bar passed a resolution of boycotting SKOCH, and also 4 other judges on successive days boycott resolution passed by the bar. Court was in a standstill. Lot of problem arose. So what I did is I met the members of the bar. I told them I'll do one thing which is in my power. I will withdraw all assignment to these judges, 5 judges.
Justice Mookerjee was one of the first Chief Justices who withdrew judicial work from judges in the Bombay High Court.
Chittatosh Mookerjee became the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. He asked me that you have been wronged, you have not gone to the Supreme Court. Would you like to be in the Supreme Court? I said, nothing doing. I had my time. I'm keen to go back. But then before retirement, he made me a member of the Kaveri, chairman of the Kaveri Tribunal. Fali Nariman was appearing one side, Parasharan was appearing on the other side. After I delivered the interim award, which was quite unconventional.
The first chairman of the West Bengal Human Rights Commission, he laid down many principles.
A lot of police atrocities used to take place. Even now they do take place. But then my officers, whom I had appointed, were able to find out, some of them, and then they recommended punishment.
Coming from Justice Mookerjee had so much force that there was hardly any authority who would look the other way when his lordship would make a recommendation.
Improvement of the Bengali literature, Bengali culture, and also to encourage the Bengali scientists, Bengali doctors, the professional people, the civil society, they are incorporated in the Bangla worldwide.
It is an orphanage which the Netaji had established with Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das. They had just celebrated 100 years. I am associated with Ravindra Bharati. I have one with the Arvinda Bhavan, where the Arvinda Ghosh was born. That house has a society of which I am a trustee member.
He always talks to us and reminds us how his grandfather helped to build the Bengali culture through the proper functioning of its most prestigious project called Calcutta University.
We lived in a large house, large family, and my grandfather, large library. About 80,000 books he had, which is in the National Library. Therefore, one felt, to all the joint family, one very lonely.
Why Chittatosh is so special to me? I think it's a very important aspect of my life.
Father was a distance, at all was a distance, his professional work. But the mother, grandmother, they were more closer attached to the younger members of the family.
He is a very inspiring person to me, and he is very devoted to his work. So I intend to be like him also in my career.
मैं यहाँ दुआ से नौकरी करते हैं पिताजी का पास। वो बहुत हमको प्यार करते हैं। आफत में विपत में मेरा जलाना घर यही सब हमको देखते हैं पिताजी। मेरे लिए वो भगवान है।
Irrespective of his age, the sharpness of his mind in analyzing different things shows the kind of intellectual prowess that he always exhibited.
I found him always very affectionate, well-intentioned person.
Doesn't accept anything which is devalued, straightforward, simple, polite.
I feel proud to continue and be a part of a legacy of which Justice Mookerjee is perhaps the brightest example.
I am not a role model, I do not call me one. But then certainly, I did find that some amount of honesty is needed, some amount of fairness is needed. After all these celebrated judgments delivered by the great eminent judges, I don't think I'll put myself in the same class as they are. Call me humble, call me anything, but one has to be at least try to be honest, try to be fair.
Justice Chittatosh Mookerjee's unfeigned humility and innate graciousness crown his manifold qualities of head and heart. It is given to very few to be a legend in one's lifetime. Justice Chittatosh Mookerjee belongs to that select class.
Ladies and gentlemen, try to be honest and try to be fair. The man himself,